once you get into it, then you have to use your own skills, imagination, and ingenuity to navigate the open sea.
Yeah, this isn't some master control thing.
Exactly. So we believe that every human is endowed with a unique individual gift, and when you're free to bring that out, that's the Renaissance. And that has not happened. We become all corporatized, homogenized, and I mean, what is this? This is a McDonald's and a Burger King.
Yeah, they're like androids. The public has literally taken on a false reality. Now that nightmare, hopefully, is about to end. Stay there. Back in 60 seconds with your calls. Go to trendsresearch.com. You can subscribe to his trends tracking publication, the Trends Journal. Again, trendsresearch.com. My website's infowars.com. Gerald Celente is our guest. We're going to go ahead and go to your phone calls now. Thank you for holding. Steve in Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
With the trend of big government that we've had in the last 8 years, and which will probably continue under the reign of Obama, do you see Obama or somebody like him being in office for more than 8 years, repeal of the constitutional amendment that prevents a president being in there for more than 2 terms?
No, we really don't, because he's going to end up very unpopular. You know, people are putting more into this than it is. I mean, let's remember he only got 52% of the vote. What was it when FDR came in, Alex? It was like 80% the second time around or something.
Absolutely, and hype dissipates a lot faster now. The people aren't very sophisticated in knowing they're being lied to, but more than ever, they know they're being lied to, and so they want instant gratification. If Obama doesn't deliver them to Valhalla instantly, they're going to turn against him. Gerald?
Yes, I agree with you. And not instantly. We give him at least six months. I mean, we could be wrong on this, But again, the people are so desperate. They're so desperate that they buy lines from a presidential reality show. Oh, by the way, I have to make this point. Obama. This was an Oprah production. I've been on every major TV show, and I've been on Oprah twice. Nobody does it like Oprah. She's the queen of TV, hands down. You go back to December when Oprah started to support Obama, the whole stage, the whole scenery, the whole performance changed.
Yeah, she took over.
She took over. This was an Oprah production. You saw it in his nomination speech, if you missed it before, and then you saw it in his acceptance speech, rather, and then you saw it after Election Eve. This great staging.
Yeah, so, she wants global power. She's got a church now, so she can put her money through that, and I don't want to use the term launder, but, clean it up. And she's got a 2 million person church. She wants a global religion. I mean, this girl is, we ain't seen nothing yet, huh?
So that's why I'm saying not to sell it so short, because this is a country that loves the reality show, and they certainly love the presidential reality show.
Well, by instantly, I meant like 6 months to a year in the scheme of things.
Yeah, we're probably talking around the same period.
All right, anything else there, Stephen?
Oh, no, thanks. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Let's cram Tyler in California in. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Jones, Mr. Celente? How are you guys doing?
Fine. Go ahead.
Good. Hey, my question is, I am a reservist. I am an active reservist. I'm using my GI Bill to get my degree in history. And my family is a small business owners, and he's a rental construction equipment business owner. And according to my dad and some other guys in that business field, that the economy started to slow down. Nobody's building anything anymore. People aren't doing like lawn and garden type things. They're not taking care of the yard because they don't have money to.
Yeah, it's dead. They better sell all that equipment now, even though it's already been depreciated because of the recession. We're going into depression. They need to get rid of everything now. Gerald?
Absolutely. We're not telling him we're not telling you what to do. But, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get a lot worse. And when you talk about gardens, during World War II they had victory gardens. And we should start thinking in those terms again. Stop ripping up these stupid lawns with with grass that you can't eat or smoke and put something productive down there, like berry bushes and vegetables.
That's right. 40 years ago, even, everybody had a garden in their front yard. But now that the corporate said it wasn't trendy, so you can't do it.
Exactly. So really start thinking in terms of survival. These are survival times. The winter's coming. Prepare for it.
And folks,
again, about going to getting a degree in history. We're recommending to people that if you have a kid going to school and they're not getting a degree in, like, let's say, in medical.
Hold on. Give us that advice after the break. Final segment with our guest.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Folks, the offshore corporations, they want a crisis to herd us into their solution that is a new world order. Run for and by the banks. You'll pay a carbon tax into them. It's going to be hellish. You better take very seriously what our guest, who's worked at many different levels in and out of government for major corporations, is one of the best trend projectors out there. He's able to project forward and really predict what's going to happen, Gerald Celente. And we've only got about 6, 7, 8 minutes left with him, so I want to hurry through your calls. But people get mad at me, Gerald, when I get up here and I say, look, don't go into $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 in debt unless you're going to be a doctor or an engineer or a chemist, because those jobs you need a college degree. You're really taught something. But fine arts or history, folks, you can forget it. You're not going to have a job in the foreseeable future with that, and you do a lot better going out and learning how to be an exterminator or learning how to mow lawns. I mean, explain this to people.
Well, you hit it right on the head. I mean, people spending this kind of money for art history, psychology, business administration, economics. I mean, my God, get into the workforce and do like they did in the old days. Find yourself a master and become an apprentice, not the Donald Trump junk, but, real business. And learn from the ground up, because people that are going to debt to send their kids into the college industrial complex are just throwing money away. And here's the most important part of it. The college industrial complex is built upon, again, the old model of filling people for the corporate field. That whole corporate paradigm is now dying, and the colleges are still geared up to filling that. So, people sending their kids to a school because it has a great language course. Send the kids to the country where they want to speak the language and let them work and they'll learn it there, or get Rosetta Stone. But don't spend $40,000, or send them to the community college.
Yeah, we're seeing a giant paradigm shift. And take Joe the plumber. That guy's making a couple $100,000 a year. He's a plumber. I know people that own lawn companies, plumber companies, that are small, and they're living better than I am. And then I see these yuppies with 2, 3, 4 degrees, and they're working at the local grocery store.
Absolutely. Yeah, where are they going to get a job? You get out of college, you're going to go to work for Sports Authority? And the thing about, working the lawns, again, now you go into business and you say, listen, we're going to turn your lawn into a productive piece of real estate. And I'm Italian descent. I mean, we spent our times in the backyards of my grandfather with grape arbors and rabbits and, the whole thing. I mean, it's a beautiful setting rather than these sterile-looking, nothing, chemically treated lawns that are good for nothing. So that's the kind of innovation. Again, Alex, I can't express it or stress it enough. This is the time for innovation. And the people that think for themselves, and by the way, that's the motto of the Trends Research Institute, think for yourself.
You're going to be ahead, because once everybody rushes in, then you're just going to be able to survive instead of capitalizing on the future and getting out ahead, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is all about survival, about telling the truth, but studying the globalists, studying trends, studying the real world, it's a way to make a lot of money, isn't it, Gerald?
You're going to make more money now than you will before, because every schmo was in the game before because of all the cheap money. Now the intelligent people, this is a time for people that think for themselves, that are intelligent, that are true to their word, true to themselves. They could make a fortune during these times. These are the best of times for the people of a higher moral character.
You know what's amazing? I read your news articles over the years, but I've not subscribed. I know there's so much more in there, but separately on our own tracks, and it's the same with so many other great minds we interview here. We're all basically thinking the same or similar things, but then integrating and expanding each other's understandings. But I've got to subscribe to your publication because I know it's got hundreds of things every issue because I've seen copies of it that I don't think of. And then what will happen is I'll read your information, and then it spurs me to then hybridize it or come up with something new. Same thing with you on the show today. This is what the true College of Research and Understanding is all about. Let's jam in a few final calls and let our amazing guests go, who you will hear from again. Let's go ahead and talk to Casey. Oh, Casey just hung up. Let's talk to Aaron in Hawaii. You're on the air. Then we'll talk to Sheila, and that's it. Go ahead, Aaron.
Aloha. I just wanted to ask about they want to take over our 401ks. And about a month ago, my husband and I said we want out of the stock market. We want to sell all our stocks. And that was about 6 weeks ago, and they're not giving – I mean, they lost 60% of the value by that time, but they're not paying. They just keep giving us excuses on why we haven't gotten the money for that yet.
Listen,
I'll tell you why they give you excuses. Because a lot of them don't have the money. And I could tell you a problem that I had. I took all my money out of the banks.